uno. Aquí estamos, todo en la clase de matemáticas. Bienvenidos aquí. ¿Y por qué? All right, here we go. Yeah, energy, huh? It's the water, guys. All right, so what do we do? Okay, so number one, check your work. Okay, 3x to the fourth. That means 3 times x to the fourth. So we're going to go ahead and break it down. Now, some of you guys were just doing it. We're not showing me the work. Okay, please show the work. Times 2 times 5x is 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now for the big numbers, the constant numbers, you're going to do the multiplication. 3 times 2, so your answer should be 6. Some of you guys put 5. It's because you were adding them. Okay, so make sure that you put 6. Okay, 6. And then x times x times x times x. It's x to the what power? Because you're going x times x. You're going to have a big number, so x to the power of 9. Okay? So now, with the way I graded them is, if you got the 6, put a little check. If you got x to the 9, put a little check. So I kind of graded it separately, you know. But when we take a test, it won't be that easy. All right. So here, if you put a 5, but you got x to the power of 9, I still gave you credit. Not full credit, but at least partial credit. All right. So make sure you put 2 checks if you have it. If you got it wrong, just say, oh, didn't multiply. All right. Now the next one, we have 2. There's no parentheses, so there's no power to a power. So we just got to break it down. So 2 times a to the 5th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. B to the second, 1, 2. Times 4, a to the second, 1, 2. B to the third, 1, 2, 3. So now what do we have? Again, with the giant numbers, just multiply. 2 times 4 is 8. All right. Now, how many A's you got? You got 8 times 8 times 8 times 8 times 8. How many are you multiplying? You're multiplying 7 of them. So a to the power 7. Okay? Why do I do this? Because you're multiplying, right? And that's when I was high school. That's the way I remember. Oh, if I go like this, I know this is going to be to the power of. See, I am the 8 to the power of 7, right? That's the way I was thinking. So then how about B's? B times B times B times B. B to the power of 4. Okay? Now that's different if I go B plus B plus B plus B. That's 4 B's. You just added them. All right. But when you multiply, you're going to have, it's going to be to the power. I mean, that's the way I thought, but it is what it is.
B to the 5 because there's 5 B's.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry. B times B times B times B times B. B to, yes, very good. Thank you. Oh, yeah. You beat me to it. That was good. Get it? Beat me to it? Oh, man. Tough crowd. Tough crowd. All right. So again, if you got an 8, put a little check. You got that one right. 8 to the 7, put a little check. If you put 6, just put, oh, I missed one, or I didn't add. Just put a little sentence and then that one. All right, just so that you understand, so I could give you credit. There you go. So now, hey, Happy New Year. Oh, that rhymes. I'm here. Happy New Year. Oh. There you go. So now, see how this has a parentheses? And that's raised to 2. So you're going to have to do everything that's in the parentheses to the power of 2. So we're going to write this twice. 5r to the third times 5r to the third. See? Because it's to the power of 2. Now you're going to do the same thing you were doing over here. Break it down. Because there's no parentheses. Yeah, I'm recording it. This is the quiz that we took. This is the quiz from page 11. So we're just correcting it and see where people made mistakes. All right. So now you could do this. 5 times 5 is 25. But mister, can I just go R times R times R? times R times R times R. So that's R to the what? See, you start seeing the pattern, but make sure you break it up. So that's R to the 6. All right? You can do that. I don't mind. But as long as you do this is what I need to do. Some of you guys just got the answer, and I don't know if you really got the answer if you use the internet or not. But I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt that you know how to do it because I'm a great teacher, right? All right, here we go. So now what do we do? All right, so now, here we go. Next one. Here we go. Ready? Let's do the parentheses first. Here we go. All right, you see that? So this is RC to the second raised to the second. And then what do you think we're going to do with 6C to the power of F? Well, there's nothing to do it. Just drop it. Yeah, just drop it down. Here we go. There you go. All right. So now what do we do? So now with the numbers, let's go ahead and multiply. 6 times 3 is 18. 18 times 3 is 54. Okay. And then you could do the C times C times C. There's 4. Then C, C, there's 6. C, C, there's what? C to the power of 8. And there is your answer. Now, if you did C times C times C, that's fine. Okay. If you did that, that's fine. And then you see you got C to the 8th power. All right. So now the important thing is doing this as well. Because some of you guys got it, but I was like, how did you get it? I need to see at least the work. All right. Cool. So far, so good. All right. Nice, nice, nice. And then the next one is now it's division. Division. So remember the line. You got to keep the line. So you do the same thing. All right. So let's go ahead and break it down. Ready? Go. Here we go. Go. 8 to the 7. All right, there we go. So now, what do we do since we're dividing? Well, we can't go 8 times 8, no, because we already broke it down. And there's division, so we're going to use what's called the giant 1, right? Match them. So we're going to go ahead and match the A's. Now, it doesn't matter where it is. As long as one's on the top, the other one could be on the side, right? I could do this A with this A, 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 right? So now what's on top? Well, remember, it's a giant 1. So what's 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1? 5? No. It's 1 over A to the what? Now, A times A, put them back. Right now, we got to put it back to its answer. So it's A to the power of, anybody? Anybody? Yeah, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So this is your answer. Okay, right there. So that's your answer. Some of you guys just put A squared. So understand that on the numerator, there's nothing. So I got to put a 1, okay? Because it's 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. And on the bottom, we have A to the power of 2. All right? Now, here we go. Now, let's go ahead and do the next one. All right? And then, let's see. Here we go. I'm going to break it down. All right? Break it down. Here we go. Now the Y. Now the denominator. Now the Y. All right. So far, so good? All right, so now what we did is we did the Y's, okay? Nice. Now we're going to go ahead and do the giant one. You guys got it? All right, here we go. Let's do this. Giant ones. Here we go. X, 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 X. No more. That's it. Now the Y's. All right, Y. All right, that's it. All right, so now what's on top? Now let's go ahead and use our fifths. Here we go. X times X is how many? X to the power of 2. Yeah. And on the bottom, Y times Y is Y to the power of 2. So right here, what I did is I put a check mark on the numerator and the top and the denominator. So here, I put a check mark here. Okay, so if you got a squared, I give you half of the points. All right, because you got it right, but technically you didn't get it fully right. So I gave you a credit. All right, and then right here, 54c to the 8th, and then over here, x squared, y squared. Some of you guys put x squared, y squared like that. I mean, I only gave you partial credit, but this is where I knocked it down as far as the point. All right, it had to be what's on the numerator, and then what's on the denominator. All right, and that's it for the quiz. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the video. All right, I'm going to go ahead and stop the video. All right, so that's it for the video. 11 minutes. Woohoo!